right, Simon. That's fantastic, man. You know, like, I don't know, you know those old horrors where the peasant has seen the werewolf? He's over there, sir! Do you know what, I can hear a cry, ladies and gentlemen.
Read all about it! Read all about it!
Thank you very much indeed.
Ripe strawberries.
Thank you very much. Wrong, different musical. Do you know what? The Guardian disaster strikes at 115. Pete Postlethwaite is holding that paper, ladies and gentlemen.
But this is
rail safety under scrutiny again as 4 are killed. This is the London Leeds train that's derailed by Hatfield. All the front pages, obviously, with this morning. Let's flick through to the Mail. 1 year and 12 days after Paddington. And Telegraph, who is to blame this time? That's the big question. Hopefully, to help us go somewhere to answer that question, we have Peter Rayner, who has spent 40 years as a railway operating and safety expert, and he is on the line. I don't know if we've got a photo of him. No, we haven't. But we have got his voice. Peter, are you there?
Yes, you're benefited by not having my photo, yeah.
Thank you very much, Peter. What do you think went on?
I don't know that anybody knows what went on in that case. I mean, who is to blame is rather interesting, what the Telegraph are saying. I think you can take that right back to the way it was privatised. Curious enough, you have to say, instead of there being one vertical chain of command, one fat controller like Thomas the Tank Engine, which at least we knew who he was, even if he wasn't always right, you've now got one person owning the track, another one owning the overhead wires, another one maintaining it, someone owning the coaches, another one doing this. So when there is an accident and when there is a muddle, everybody's got a lawyer and everybody is arguing and wondering who. So the real problem is the way the industry was cut up, which has made these accidents more likely to happen.
Okay, but I think what they say when they say who is to blame this time, I mean, I know that to answer the question why, we've always got to look at the underlying cause and the instant cause. I think what they're referring to here is the instant cause of this particular accident. I mean, your blames there go into the kind of the prophecies of the whole thing. But what's the instant cause, do we think?
The instant cause, nobody knows. The instant cause, you're falling into the same trap that they're falling in. The instant cause isn't what we should be looking at.
Well, it is the instant cause, because the instant cause is what's kind of, in this instance, is what's killed 4 people. We know there's been problems in the past, and it's just all it creates is a kind of a culture of buck passing, where people go, oh, it's because you sold it to that, you could have sold it to that, could you have sold it to that? But the point is, do we know why the train came off the track? I think that's all they want to know.
Nobody can tell that until proper experts have got there. The real problem is that you get 3 police forces there who understand nothing about it at all. The police have no knowledge of how to do it, so they start looking at the things they understand, which is vandalism and bombs, and it isn't until another 6, 8, 10 hours before professionals can get anywhere near to decide what it is. I would be very wrong to tell you what I thought the answer was. Certainly, as you're there, it's either the track, the train, or the speed of the train. And until somebody looks at those 3 things professionally, nobody can tell the immediate cause. You have to concentrate on the fact that it's allowed to happen because different people can put different interpretations on things.
OK, but as I say, you are 40 years as a railway operating and safety expert. Yes. You've seen the photos. Presumably you know something about this crash. What would you say? I know it's a bad thing to speculate, but what is your feeling at this time?
I have been on every programme since it happened. I cannot tell you. Let me tell you, if it was speed, then automatic train protection would have prevented it.
Yeah, an early warning system would have prevented it.
But the cheaper system that this government is going for would not have prevented it if it was speed.
All right. OK, listen, thank you very much indeed. Peter Rayner, they're talking to me on the phone. Do you know what? I think I'm going to get in there, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say, I think let's have a get in there a little bit louder, perhaps, to get away the misery of the train crash. Let's really enjoy ourselves as we go. Absolutely right. Do you know, in yesterday's newspaper review, we talked about a ferret playing pool. We enjoyed that story immensely. We were saying there's a lot more animals seem to be going down the pub. It's a lovely place for them. Do you know that ferret's here with us this morning? And isn't that marvellous? Is the ferret going to play pool for us or just remain in a cage on the table?
No, can we see it? That'd be great.
OK, here we go. We want to see the ferret play pool.
Let's have a look.
But show me the ferret.
Show me the ferret.
Thank you very much. Here comes the ferret. The ferret is out of the cage.
Let's move the cage so we can see the ferret.
OK,
and
there's
his
the
best.
ferret. The
Oh,
ferret.
look.
There we go. They're lovely animals, though. You know, they can really nip you as well. They can give you a nasty nip, ferret. OK, Harriet, are we going to put it on the pool table, or is that not safe? Because we lost it. Is it?
Let's put
Here you go.
OK, let's see this pool-playing
What's the
ferret.
name of the ferret?
It might not play very well.
Oh!
Wow.
Don't do it! He's going to jump.
OK, so it's funny because in the article it said as soon as it sees a ball, it rams its head against the cue ball, which it knows to do, and pots a colour in a pocket. In actual fact, it looked like an animal scuttling around. Oh, no, it's going to do it. No. No, in fact, it's finding the ball's the least interesting thing on the pool table. It finds. Well, there we go. It was obviously. I don't know. Brilliant. Well, do you know what? That's. Yeah, file that under the balloon incident, which also happened this morning. This is a man who's going to go 10,000 feet up in the balloons. Let's just see his attempt earlier this morning. It certainly is as good as that ferret pool playing. Here we go. This is earlier today. Stuart! Wait a second. Lift.
I'm not lifting very far, are we? This is not 4,000 balloons. Come on now.
But you said, by your calculations, you're going to get... This is going down as one of the big breakfast greats, isn't it? So you're standing around and you know you're taking ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps if we attach the ferret to the balloons, maybe we'll get some kind of...
Maybe it would work.
I don't know, maybe we'll get... Between those two items, we can salvage something. Attach the ferret to the balloons and get Stuart to play pool. Perhaps the wrong way round there. Do you know what? I'm going to get in there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get in there right good and properly. I've got a quick round of today's big stories for you. Britain's safest bus driver, Colin Cooper, 65, retired yesterday. These are some of the big stories coming your way in the national press. Patient bingo fan Florence Thurkill, 70, scooped a jackpot after 30 years of regular playing in Sheffield. And Atomic Kitten star Kerry Katona is moving in with her Westlife boyfriend, Brian McFadden. Wow. So those are the big stories. I tell you, there is a story here, actually, which we didn't pick out, but just, I don't know if this says something about the nature of the German pop fan, but you'll find this amusing, I'm sure, Denise. Britney Spears was miffed when she flew into Berlin to find the airport full of young fans waving banners for her 12-year-old support act, Aaron Carter.
Really?
We've had him on the show, actually. He's a great guest. He's a live wire. OK, on Monday, we had two stories of birds being flown to Africa. Because they can't migrate. I was saying this is going to start off a spate of birds hamming it up at airports, coughing, making it look like they got broken wings. It's happened again. Two bird lovers have begun a fly-drive mission to help 3 baby house martins migrate to Africa. Jai and Miles Badley. Jai. That can't be as in Darzan. No. Here's my favourite character, Jai. Jai and Miles Badley plan to take the birds 1,100 miles by car from Hereford to Barcelona. They're driving these birds as part of the migration pattern. It's got to be wrong. You think you get like 5,000 starlings by the side of the road just thumbing it instead of flying. It's pathetic. They will free the fledglings to fly the last leg across the Mediterranean. Chris Mead of the British Trust for Ornithology said the idea of driving birds to Spain is daft. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? You recently printed letters. Remember we had the unusual food combinations again? Yes. We had the... What was it? Was it spaghetti with cheese?
No, it was spaghetti pudding.
It was spaghetti as a pudding, wasn't it? And then we had a guy who puts salad cream in his coffee.
Yeah, my dad puts ketchup on Chinese.
Did your dad put ketchup on Chinese? Well, here's another one for you. You recently printed letters on unusual food combinations. My husband eats Mars bars mashed up with sardines.
Tasty!
This mail letters thing, it's just, no, this is the Mirror, actually. People who write letters to papers are insane.
They are.
Got something mad you'd like to share? Just a coincidence. OK, you ready for this? This is the humble carrier bag can claim to outdo even designer handbags as the nation's favourite way of transporting anything from work files to picnics. However, as we work our way through millions every year, we're creating a growing mountain of waste. UK consumers use 8 billion carrier bags a year, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Enough to cover Oxford Street almost 200,000 times. On average, Denise, each person gets through 134 plastic bags a year. A spokesman for the Department of Environment said Britain is rapidly running out of space for landfill and plastic bags take a long time to decompose. Everybody should do their bit for the environment. Unfortunately, celebrities, ladies and gentlemen, are the worst offenders in all this.
I've got a drawer at home and I put my carrier bags in that drawer and I reuse them, yeah.
But I can show you this morning the celebrity scum who we're naming and shaming. Look at Emma Bunton there, wantonly using a plastic bag, ladies and gentlemen. Boo her, please. Boo. Look at her. That's a smile that says, I hate the environment. Doesn't it? I hate the environment. It says, eat lead, ozone layer.
I don't think that's true.
OK, Sarah McDonald. This is Noel Gallagher's new girlfriend. Look at this. Have a look. Again. Bags. Bags. She's using bags. We're naming and shaming Denise. And our third one this morning, the third bit of... Look at... Who's this third one this morning? Let's have a... Who is that with a Woolworths bag? It's Denise Van Outen, ladies and gentlemen. Think of the children, Denise.
It's an old bag.
Denise, think of the children, Denise.
That's an old bag from 1987.
Think of the children. Why do you hate the environment?
I like the environment.
No, you hate it.
I've
You
gone
hate
all
it.
green.
Have you?
I'll have you know.
Have
I
you?
recycle everything. And so does Rachel, does my makeup. She's got the same knickers on that she had on yesterday.
Has she?
Seriously, she told me that she just turned them inside out.
No!
And
I do that
so
sometimes,
did
then.
Babette.
Yeah. Because Babette has been
Wardrobe
naming and shaming the dirty underwear
Yeah.
gal.
The girls here are just so scuzzy.
You're absolutely right, Denise. Because I know her and Brem had a dirty stop out last night, didn't they?
They did, yeah. Dirty.
They were out yesterday, they were boozing, and they've come in wearing the same underwear.
What do you think of that, Pete?
What do you think about that?
I think that's pretty scuzzy.
Yeah, that's pretty scuzzy. Sounds scuzzy
When
to
they
Pete
arrive on
Possum.
the floor, we'll just shout scum.
Oh, that's a bit strong. A thief who lost his mobile phone while breaking into a car was caught after he rang the number and arranged to retrieve it. When James Curry, 24, of Arbortillery, South Wales, this is the guy who's been arrested, and I love it when people get a good arrest line in. His arrest line is, "Come on, man, that's not fair." I love it when "man" crops up. I don't know what the
So
line
do
is.
I.
When the police say, "Have you got anything to say?" Yeah, right. The Royal Opera House was offered an unlikely saviour yesterday when its fiercest critic announced that he wanted to run the troubled institution. What's this?
I don't know, but
No, I
hurry
don't
up.
either. Do you know what? I'm going to hurry up. Prince Charles there dancing. Oh, yeah. You know, I was talking about Prince Edward's house yesterday. Yeah.
The size of it.
The size of it. Well, flood victims were fuming yesterday after Prince Eddie dropped in and was given the red carpet treatment. As people in the South East struggled to put their lives back together after their homes were wrecked by deluge. With trench foot, exactly. Which we had a few of them on the show earlier in the week. The Earl of Wessex decided to cheer them up with a visit, but it meant hard-pressed emergency services had to leave their mopping-up operation to make small talk with, and I quote, the minor royal. And he is. He's tiny. He's a minor royal, not a major like Prince Phil. One woman rapped, seeing Prince Edward chauffeur-driven. No, it doesn't. But seeing Prince Edward chauffeur-driven and given the VIP treatment is just what I needed while I'm ripping up my wrecked carpets. Ben Simmons, 32, his Riverside two-bedroom flat suffered huge damage, said at least 50 of us will be homeless for up to 6 months. Why doesn't Eddie put him up? We know he's got a house big enough. We know he's got a house big enough. Do you know what? I'm going to do the paper. I'm going to do the pun down, ladies and gentlemen, because I've run out of time. Here's the pun. Look how you see again. When do men get something as lovely as that? Do you know what I mean? We just get horrid little wallets that get all, you know,
You
creased
keep
up.
eyeing up my handbag.
Yeah, but look at that.
Because
look at that.
No, Johnny, but you've got something to learn. You have to hold it like that.
Do you hold it like that?
With
you
a
see
nice
again.
coat with a fur collar. Not real fur, but just a furry collar.
Just a furry collar. Yeah, and men get such an appalling section of coats and also handbags. I mean, a male handbag, you maybe get the Jan Sport rucksack. Yeah. But look at that. Look at that. I'm just going shopping. I've got the sunglasses on. I'm just going shopping. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, hold it properly.
Like that, just like that. Hey, look, can I have a look at that bit of weight training equipment? Thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing feminine about it, there is there? No, and yet if I walk down Oxford Street like that, I have people going...
Please
and builders questioning my sexuality publicly, but look at that.
Can I
look
have
at that.
my new handbag
If I just went into a shop like that. Yeah, you're absolutely right, actually, going to leave it, Sonny. Thank you very much. Joe, it's time for the pun down, ladies and gentlemen.
Johnny, we really haven't got time, I'm going to have to really, really rattle through.
Have you got them talking to you in your ear?
Yes.
Mine cut out
I'm
hours
hearing
ago.
voices.
A volcano on Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean erupts for the 153rd time since 1640. Pun says. Lava louds.
Number 2.
Home Pride's Fred gets a new tartan outfit in a £3 million makeover. 3 million. 3 million flower power suit. And son, you can now donate kidneys by computer. Excellent. Pun says, mouse organ. Apparently, you still can't buy steak and onions. OK, Denise.
OK, coming up.